So do you believe that, because I've seen, do you still hold this criticism of BTC that people are just holding it and it's not becoming a digital cash in the way
Oh,
that
it can't
it was
be.
meant
I
to?
mean, the way that they've sort of set it all up, it can't be digital cash. I mean, um, 3 to 4 transactions a second is ridiculously low. The fees aren't going to keep going up like they seem to bullshit everyone on. So what do you have? You have digital beanie babies. And the problem with digital beanie babies is when people get bored with their beanie babies, suddenly these things that cost $50,000 one day cost nothing. I mean, you can go out there and there are babies that cost tens of thousands of dollars that now people will probably trash.
So you don't think the Lightning Network is the thing that's going to fix this?
Oh, of course not. It's a fucking joke. On top, I
Why?
mean, well, think of every hop you want to go through charges a fee. I mean, none of these guys have a clue about economics. If one of them or two of them hadn't actually dropped out of uni, it would have helped. But even then, having a wide range of knowledge is important rather than being a single focused bigot. Now, if you start thinking that you take a percentage of every transaction, so if you have a Lightning Network transaction for $100, even if there is $100 and you can get the entire path, then that $100 for every hop takes 1%. So on hop number 1 is $101. And hop number 2 is $102. Hop number 3 is $103. Now, why would I want to use that? You have to be better than the competitor to actually win. Right now, 2 to 3% on a debit card, it's already exceeded that. So why do I want to use this rather than a debit card? The only reason would be not having records, which, I mean, drug dealing, etc. Contrary to what people say, money is not that anonymous. The Yorkshire Ripper back in the 70s was actually found in part because of the serial number on a £5 note that he got paid.
No way.
Yes, his employer recorded all of the payments. Like they took down all the serial numbers, and the police found it on one of his victims and sort of asked for anyone who had any information. And the employer said, "Oh, this was paid too." Right now, when you go to an ATM, they take a photo of you. It's not just for your protection. I mean, they record information. The notes are scanned. That's why they don't just. I mean, that's why you hear clunk, 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 clunk as they're going through every note individually. So when you get a pile of notes from an ATM, they know which ones you have. So it's not end-to-end tracking of everything, but there's enough to know some movement of cash. Cash was never perfectly anonymous, as people say. The origin of cash actually goes back to, I mean, not just coins, but notes go to promissory notes. And the promissory note involved signing the back every time someone got it. So you would have a string of signatures, which got longer and longer over time. So all of those were public. You could actually see who had received this note.
Because people always envision that cash is this wonderful anonymous. Because I enjoy cash, I prefer it.
It's pseudonymous. I mean, if you're doing small transactions, yes. If you want to try and take out large amounts of money, not a hope in hell. As an example, when I bought my Lamborghini a few years ago, just trying to get money out, it was ridiculous. I mean, I had to book ahead, have interviews, go through the people there going, why are you getting the money out? Is it because you're being extorted, etc.? I'm going, no, I'm buying a car. And they're going, £450,000, it can't be a car. I'm going, it's a car. It's a very expensive car, but it's still a car. It goes fast. It makes lots of noise. It annoys the neighbors. They all hate it.
Well, I mean, speaking of Lamborghinis, this is something I was actually curious to ask you about. Was I don't know, have you been paying attention to like the GameStop saga, like the things that have been happening
Uh,
since then?
I saw a little bit, but I haven't kept following it. No.
Okay, no, just because they're trying, or well, allegedly, there's rumors that they are trying to change the financial world quite significantly. There's talk of them issuing a dividend as an NFT because they believe that, well, there's a lot more shares in circulation than should really exist. So the theory goes that if you issue as many NFTs as there should be shares, and then there's a whole bunch of people going, "Where's my NFT?" Then then it's like laid bare that it's like, hang on, how have we issued all of them, and yet there's still people with shares who don't have any?
But people have been short selling and selling blind for a long time. It's actually technically illegal in the US.
Oh yeah, I mean the SEC have papers about it.
I know, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. The part of the problem is it's not illegal everywhere. So while it's illegal in the US, a lot of Europe doesn't care, especially if it's American shares.
Yes, and yeah, with this company actually specifically, there's a lot of international shareholders. So I have no idea what's going to happen with it, but it's going to be an interesting couple of months because yeah, Ryan Cohen just announced a stock split slash dividend, so all the shares will theoretically have to be recalled. Don't know what's going to happen, but yeah.
Yeah, well, they might want to have a chat to us because in February this year, the 6-year-old patent filing that we put in for what people now call NFTs has been granted. So,
right. So you're gonna have technically patented the idea?
yes, before everyone else came out with it. Yeah.
How's that going to work retroactively?
There is no retroactive. It's 2016 is the public date of the paper. So,
Yeah, but I mean, like, is there?
so that means anyone doing these things is technically in breach. I mean, but if they want, they can move to BSV and it'll be faster and more efficient.
Well, Ryan Cohen, if you're listening, you never know. Had quite a few big people on here from that saga, so maybe he watched. I like to think so. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment for us in the comments below. Let me know what you thought and if you'd like to see more of this from the show. Thank you, and we'll see you again next time.